Spirit. This is going to be the monthly intuitive messages for Libra. Don't forget there is a part 2 over on Patreon and Vimeo. Links are below for your convenience if you are really resonating with these messages and you want to go deeper. We do have other stuff going on Patreon, so go ahead and check that out and see if it's your cup of tea. Don't forget to check out the website, socials. We have links below for moon calendars. Astrology calendars are still available. And yeah, I think that's it. Keep in mind, these are timeless in general, but I'm recording this on May 20th, 2024. So Libra, let's get started. Just immediately what I feel with you, Libra. I feel some hard conversations. I gotta be honest. Well, hard. I think normally the conversations you're being asked to have would be considered difficult, but I feel like right now you're really realizing how much you need to kind of break away and I think be even more solo and maybe even more like independent than you already are. I feel like there's this call for you to expand and to really prioritize what you want, prioritize your own desires, prioritize experiences that are purely just for you, that are purely about your own growth, that are purely about you just learning and having fun and discovering and being curious. That's what I feel for you. And it feels like you're needing to have some conversations or address certain obligations, like conversations with people you're obligated to, or to address certain obligations you have in your life that could be keeping you from that kind of expansion or those kinds of new experiences. It feels a little bit like go like frolic in a new country for a while. Like it's kind of got that vibe, or going back to school. Some of you guys could be considering that. Right now, as I'm recording, we do have a lot of energy going on in your 9th house. If you are a Libra rising, in the house of in your house of Gemini in the 9th house. But sorry, my brain's not working too well today. Which also speaks to that. It feels a little bit too like letting your wild child out a little bit more. And if you are obligated in like marriages or business relationships, or maybe you really just have a lot of relationships where you really have to show up a lot for people or other obligations, you kind of need to step away. You kind of need to take a step back, or actually tell someone like, hey, I need to be alone for a while, or hey, I need a break, or hey, I need to go experience something different, or you know what, I need to leave this because I need to go and just have an explorative journey for a while. You know, some of you guys, it could be that extreme, but that's what I'm getting for you innately. But let's go ahead and pull some cards for my Libras, starting with these start codes. Astro Oracle. Let's see, Libra. I do feel like no matter how much you're wanting, craving, realizing you need to have these like expansive new experiences, like really out of your norm, really out of routine, I feel like there are still things that you're needing to like stay on top of. Some of you are getting your finances in order. Okay, that's cool. Some of you guys are really prioritizing paying off debt, putting yourselves on a budget so you could actually like go out and have these new experiences. Some of you, this could actually be planning on like, okay, I'll do A, B, C, D now so I can actually have the funds and the space to go on a big vacation, or to go back to school, or to take a break from my everyday life and go and try some new things for a while. It's almost like I will take time to cross my T's and dot my I's to go and have these experiences that I need, and these experiences that I want, that have only like anything to do with myself and not to do with anyone else or any other thing. It's purely for you, Libra. It's purely for you. And I do feel like you're ready to prep yourself as much as you need to. Interesting. Are you guys going to enter a competition? Wait a minute. That came out of nowhere. Some of you may be considering entering a competition. Okay. And so maybe you need to take some time to hone your skills, and you're ready to be diligent in doing that. That's kind of cool. But if anything, I feel like you're actually walking away from situations, or putting a pause on situations where you feel chained, where you feel like I can only go this far away from the post because this is what I obligated myself to do. But anyway, let's go ahead and pull some cards from the Libras. Any messages or insights for Libra? Any messages or insights for my Librans? That's what we got, Libra. Uranus with change. I want to say rebel actually more than anything. 25 breaking down to a 7 here, being spiritually guided through the encouragement to change, encouragement to transform. Interesting. The encouragement to transform, the encouragement for new, the encouragement for change, the encouragement to be a rebel. I'm hearing conformity. Libra, relationships or obligations that have required you to conform, these in particular are what you're really being asked to be like, you know what, I need to back up. I need to back up and I'm gonna put me first. And I'm gonna put first anything that I need to that is about me and everything not to do with how I've been conforming to something or someone. Expectations, maybe for some of you. Very interesting. Libra, some people might view you as going through a very radical shift in your own identity. I almost want to say there's more of a full circle experience that you're actually experiencing with your identity. People might look at you and go like you're turning into a completely different person. So people might accuse you of actually like regressing. But I think you're having a full circle moment actually in terms of your own identity. This is not what I expected for you to come through. Like people might say you're picking up old habits or you're being more selfish. But if anything, I feel like you're actually getting more integrated in yourself and you're just kind of saying F it more. It's like honestly what I'm getting with you. Yeah, you're kind of saying F it more because you need to be about you right now. You need to be about you right now. Can I get another for my Libras, please? Some of you may be asked to go on quite a venture. And like when I say venture, I mean like, I think this came up in another reading, like Peace Corps kind of stuff, or actually being called to like another country for the purpose of social change. Interesting. Interesting. Anybody who's on that train, I feel like it's going to be a shock to people in your life. Yeah, I do. I feel like it's going to be a shock to people in your life and people who used to know you. There's a lot of energy of the past coming up with you, Libra, which I shouldn't be surprised. The South Node, excuse me, is in your sign, in Tropic Western Astrology. But yeah, there's a lot about the past here lingering for you, Libra. Like for you to confront the past, to revisit the past, reclaim the past. Because I keep getting that. Some people see you as regressing, but I feel like if anything, you may be just more relaxed in how you're coming off to people, more relaxed in your sense of self. So you're actually allowing yourself, you're permitting yourself to be less rigid, or even allowing yourself to maybe even indulge a little bit, maybe in some, I don't know, behaviors that maybe some people view as not very evolved. I don't know how else to say that. Like maybe you're drinking a little more. Maybe you're eating a little more. Maybe you're partying a little bit more. But everything in moderation, as we always know, Libra, right? But I just feel like you're getting more relaxed in you, which is you coming full circle home to self. And something that's also aligning with that or happening simultaneously is this encouragement to actually keep doing that. Like keep expanding in your comfort of self and take that and go and have some new experiences. Am I taking these? Yeah. Ooh, very interesting. We have Virgo with digest, and then we have the moon with perception. Some of you guys could be moon Virgo, or you could actually be a moon Libra in tropic, and in Vedic, you're a moon Virgo. That Virgo energy is very interesting. If you're a Libra rising, where is Virgo for you? Oh, Virgo will be your 12th house if you're a Libra rising. Yeah, something about the Virgo I actually am not liking in your reading. There's something that feels a little icky, a little distorted about it. Lilith is in Virgo right now in Tropic. That could also be what I'm feeling. Because there's something about this vibe. I feel like this is something surrounding those like obligations I was feeling with you. Like things that you've had to show up for, people you've had to show up for, that you've had to tend to. Interesting. That you've had to tend to. And I feel a little distortion. I also feel a little irritation. I feel this feeling of like, I'm a little fed up and I need to go and do something, just not this. That's how it feels. I need to be anywhere else but here. I need to be doing anything else but this right now. I need to be with anyone else but you right now. I know how that sounds like really harsh, but that's like, yeah, this is totally Lilith energy. But that's how this is coming through. That's how this is coming through. You need a big dose of new. You need a big dose of new, and you need a pretty solid break from what you have been so obligated to. And I keep wanting to say it's something that you have to show up for consistently, and probably mostly for others. And you just can't. You just can't. You just cannot. You just cannot. And then we have the moon coming in after that with perception. Why is the moon here for my Libras? Distortion. That's why. Distortion. Yeah, distortion around Virgo. But I keep getting it's around obligations. Your feelings about these specific obligations have changed. Because what you're really feeling is this. The need to break away. The need to be about you for a while. The need to try something new, taste something new, see something new. And I know it's going to sound strange, but almost like being more laxed in yourself in a way where maybe there is a little bit of your old self that you're allowing to come back into the fold, to almost like reintegrate. But that's because it's leading you to be more liberated. You know what I mean? I'm like, hope I'm making sense here. Sometimes we leave pieces of ourselves behind because we think we need to outgrow them, or we think they don't serve a purpose. And sometimes they don't, but sometimes there are pieces that we might actually want later. And maybe we give up that version of ourselves for relationships, or for jobs, or for the whole purpose of growing up and maturing, right? But it's almost like you're bringing back like a very fun, wild, unbridled part of yourself back into the fold, and you want to take it out, like, and go and have a night on the town, or go and have a fun trip. Like, that's how this feels to me. You're needing to be your old wild self for a while. This could even be, some of you could be in a relationship and maybe you're like, you know what, I do kind of miss who I was before this relationship. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes when it comes to relationships, whether it's romantic or friends or family even, sometimes, especially Libras who've been giving too much or showing up too much and not for themselves, you can lose your sense of identity in that. And I'm feeling that with you. There's a reclamation of your own identity here, and it's really cool. Let's go ahead and pull some other cards for you guys. Ooh, are we still using this? Maybe, maybe not. Power of Elements. I like, you know me, I love the animals. We're gonna go with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Anything else for Libra? Anything else for my Libras? Can I get a card for Uranus, please? Yeah, I'm liking this look on you, Libra. Can I get a card for Virgo? For Libra. I'm going to show you. I just want to get all the cards out here. Oh. The otter. I think I only make that face when the otter comes out. Can I get a card for the moon? A lot of water coming out here for you, Libra. I didn't expect that either. You got 2 cards for the moon. Wow. Oh, Libra, where is this going? Not what I expected. Kind of. Oh, I'll show you. Uranus with Beaver. This is what you're breaking up, routine. Beaver is consistently showing up, consistently building, consistently providing, consistently being support. That's exactly what I feel like you're kind of over. You're like, I've done a lot of this. I've done a lot of this. I need different. I need different. I need to taste something new, see something new, experience something new. I need to just not be bogged down by routine obligation. Beaver to me is Taurus and Virgo, and it's funny because you do have that Virgo energy going on here too, Libra. So yeah. Breaking up the monotony of constantly giving and constantly showing up and constantly supporting, or just being so routine and stuck in routine. Like you just need a break. You just need a break. And then what's interesting is that we have Virgo with Otter. You can be, I'll say it that way. You can be an unconditionally giving person. Not all Libras are, but there is that. Otter is unconditional love and give and take of love. It's also monogamous relationships. I'm feeling family with this. Like, could be bio or chosen family, but I am feeling family. I'm feeling fourth house energy, which for you is Capricorn. Okay, thank you. That actually does make sense. Actually, makes a lot of sense. So, astrologically speaking, in Cancer and Capricorn, we still got a little bit of polarity tugging going on in those houses, and that is going to be aspected by Aries, which is your seventh house, which is very lit up at this time. Are those also aspecting Gemini? No, they're not. like looking at astrology in my head. They are aspecting Jupiter though. Well, for a little bit, and then and Saturn pretty closely. Compromise. I don't know if I said this already. I feel like I did, but compromise is coming through with that. But coming back to the Cancer Capricorn, sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. That Cancer Capricorn polarity, so for you Libra risings, that's going to be your 4th and 10th house. There is between Cancer and Capricorn, there's a confronting why we do the things we do and why we operate in the ways that we do in terms of showing up like in our public life or how we show up in our family life, our domestic life in that way specifically for you, but needing to evaluate that, which you are doing here. But with Otter coming out, why am I sad? Why does this make me sad? It's not that you don't care about what you've been obligated to. You do care. But you also care about you. And there is a time for you right now as well. For some of you, there could be a pull or a call. And I'm actually getting out the next cards, and we'll get into that in a minute. But a pull and a call on your heart through Otter as well. This is very collective right now, by the way. This is very full moon Sag. Of what you really need. Yeah. A pull and a call of what you really need. And to be honest, I'm feeling Libras who actually need to be taken care of a little bit. Need to be supported, not the supporter. Need to be provided for, not the provider. Need a little TLC. But I am getting that. Like, you've done so much of this, which is why it needs to be about you. And also in being about you, it's also can be a time of receiving. Now, with Moon, we do also have Elk and Swan. Very powerful cards come out. I got a lot of water cards. I don't know if I said that either. But Swan can be a card about partnership, like counterpart sort of energy, or it can even just be about wholeness of self, and they both are one and the same. You're experiencing one internally, and then you're experiencing one externally. Elk is divine masculine principle. That is the ultimate partner parent card. That is the person who always shows the fuck up, and you've been that person. The Libras I'm talking to, you've been that person. In this whole process, and also allowing yourself to do what you need for you, right? Recognizing your needs in the midst of all of this and really paying attention to that and honoring that. That is also helping you to evolve your own masculine energy in order to take action, to give yourself what it is you actually need, what you really need. Okay. Some of you, there's also, thank you. Some of you, there's also a pull and a split there of what you need materially versus emotionally. And for some of you, you've been way too focused on the material when you need to start focusing on the emotional. Okay. Some of you, this can actually be a partner of some kind that's in the midst of this or is part of you getting your needs met. If this is an active partner, I feel like it's actually you taking a break from them. I got to be honest. But if this is about you taking on new experiences or trying different things or getting out of your norm, you could potentially encounter a partner who's going to help do that because the Elk provides while you are needing to receive right now. Okay, very nice. Where are we at? 20 minutes. Man, that always happens so fast. So fast. Okay, let's get a couple tarot cards out here, and then we're gonna move on to part two, where we're gonna do a deeper dive. For Libra, for Libra, for Libra. Some of you are going from working really hard to learning how to work healthfully in a more balanced way, sustainable way. Can I get a card for Beaver, for Libra? Yep. Wow. Can I get a card for Otter? Oh my God. I like, every time I look at Otter for you, I get Five of Cups. I do. I get a Five of Cups feeling like you're emotionally dehydrated. It's like your cup has been dry. Your cup's been dry. Yeah, some of you have been really overworked, or really taken advantage of, or really taken for granted. Like you've just been pouring into others or projects or work and not yourself. Can I get a card for Otter? I figured. Can I get a card for Elk, please, and Swan? And of course I got two, since we got two over here. Wow. Yep, Libra, this is about receiving. This is about receiving, and also making sure that you receive from yourself even. So with Uranus and Beaver, we have that 10 of Wands. That 10 of Wands screams burden all day long. This is how much energy and effort you've been like putting in and putting in and putting in and showing up and obligations. But this is what's changing for you. I almost want to say you're blowing it up, whatever those obligations are, or just taking a major break from. It's like it's too much. It's too much. I feel like some of you are burnt out. Some of you have hit a breaking point. Some of you are just emotionally exhausted because you're emotionally dehydrated right now because you haven't been getting your needs met. Virgo with Otter and Page of Wands. When the Page of Wands came out, I was like, of course. Because the Otter, like I said, I feel like that's actually the pull on your heart, and like indicating to you what it is you actually really need for yourself right now. And what you need is that Page of Wands. New experiences, fun, play, pleasure, passion. You're Libra, you're Venus. Venus is about intoxicating pleasure. Go and experience some pleasure and play and fun right now. You need it. And it's going to be good for your own expansion as well. And some of you, there's going to be a partner or a friend or close person in the midst who will help you with this. And I almost feel like they're going to help nourish you, which feels really yummy. Because then we move to Elk and Swan with Moon, and we get the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. That 6 of Pentacles is a giving, generous energy. Like I said, I do think you're doing this for yourself, but I think a lot of you may have someone that shows up as you are taking these steps for yourself that helps you with this, okay? That's going to pour into you for a change with that 6 of Pentacles. The 9 of Wands, though, tells me you might be a little resistant to that because you're not used to it. But it's important. It's important because your cup has got cobwebs in it, okay? And you need to be poured into for right now. All right, Libra. Okay, we're going to jump into part 2. If this is where we depart, then I hope you enjoyed this reading and got a lot out of it. And if I'm going to see you in part 2, I'm going to see you real soon. Take care, Libras. Bye. Namaste.